How are you?
Good, good.
It
So
looks beautiful there.
it is beautiful here. And I have taken a lot of time this morning to just sit and be. And the colors, sky, the clouds, the green, the wind, the sounds. Um, it really cooled down here. It had been in the 90s, and I know people in the Southwest are going, 90 would be cold for us. Because I know there's folks in Arizona well in the hundreds, but it got into the 70s today, and tomorrow it's going to be in the 70s. So
Oh, I wish that was coming our direction.
it's
But
lovely.
it's funny to hear you say what you did about the colors and the wind and all this, because for the past 2 days on my walks, I have noticed even though we're in a drought, I have noticed the green is so much more vibrant
Yeah,
on the trees. And the wind, when you get a cool breeze, is like someone just massaging you. I mean, wow, it's a beautiful time to be alive.
and I think that speaks to your ability to witness nature. I don't think that it's any greener than it's ever been. I think you're ascending.
I love that. Oh my gosh. I just cry at the drop of a hat anymore. So we should probably draw a card or something. No, let's explain to people a little bit about what we're doing, or however you want to do it, because you are you are the expert with the words and explaining. And I know you just want to kill me right now, probably, but
Yeah, we both can explain it. I will certainly start. We have, this is our 50th episode of the Good News. And wow. And we're airing it on 6/21, which is the summer solstice. And apparently, and unbeknownst to me, but I'm sure we did this purposefully, but I forgot, we started this show on the summer solstice as well. And so this is our 50th show. And this will be the transition show. While we're calling it the Good News, the next time you see us in July, um, probably around the first part of July, the next time you see us, we'll have a different slant on what we're talking about, what we're doing, and what we call the show. Would you like to say anything else there, Joanne?
well, what are we going to call the show? Surely they should know what to look for, right?
Well, true, but we change our minds all the time.
We
So,
do. We do.
and we'll be putting out ads, but I think what we came up with, the most recent version was Soul Trails.
And I love that. I love that because we're all on a trail,
Right.
right?
Dancing on the Wind.
Dancing on the wind. And by gosh, I think we've all got wind right now. I don't think there's very many.
More than others.
Yeah. Oh my God. Leave it to you.
I got to tell you, I was out in California. You were talking about a drought, and it's real dry there. And I was like on this hill, and it was just real dry and barren. And I was afraid to pass gas on the hill. I thought for sure I'd start a fire.
I knew that's where you were coming from. I just knew it.
I mean, but it crossed my mind. I'm like, oh man, I better not do that up here because something might combust and blow up, and I don't know. So anyway,
You probably have to pay a fine for that. They'd find a way to fine you for that.
probably, yeah, yeah, yeah. I could just lighten up a sage bush with my ass. All
Oh
right,
my
we
God.
may or may not cut that part out, right? So yes, we're going to be
Pretty
shifting.
funny.
We're going to. We feel like good news has kind of run its course, and the good news needs to grow up and ascend, right? And so we're gonna focus. we're going to focus much more on more of a direct message. Is that
Yeah,
what you're
more
saying?
about, it's like, I don't know, it feels kind of like when you first start learning to dance and you just kind of tap dance a little bit and you do this and you do that. And then, it's finally time to get into the full swing. And, we're in this beautiful time on this planet. And it's not like we're tippy toeing, but it's like, it's been a lot of work to get where we are right now, but it's time to step into our actual power and
Yes.
take the steps and do the work if that is what we choose to do. And there's no right or wrong, but for those of us that are feeling that void or that, man, there's something I'm meant to do on, there's more here, then we're going to be able to assist you on finding that trail, on helping you to find your soul trail.
More of a focus and concentration on really arriving.
Right.
That
And techniques and lifestyle changes,
Ooh, lifestyle changes.
Well, if you change your thoughts, you've changed your lifestyle, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Words are important.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to pull a card
Mm-hmm.
from our good old friend, The Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed, beautifully illustrated by Jenna Della Grataglia. And I'm going to ask the Oracle spirits, what do we need to know as we make this transition from the good news to soul trails? Well, I had a jumper.
Uh-oh, I heard it. It was a loud jumper.
Yeah. Yes, it was. You're crying and laughing, and I'm just all over the place. And the cicadas have now begun. So if it gets too loud, just let me know.
Okay, they're fine.
I'll turn them down.
You can't turn them down? Okay.
Earth Magic.
Wow.
And it's card number 1.
Oh my gosh, new beginnings.
Right? Can't make this up.
No. What am I seeing
like
above the ground there?
Feet and legs.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. It was kind of like to me, it looks like a dancer, like somebody dancing, and there's wispiness and stars around the legs. I decide that they're feminine legs.
Well, isn't that funny? I can see them now. We were just talking about dancing, kind of tapping around, and then.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a new chapter, a new dance.
And I like that it's on the ground.
Yep, absolutely.
Beautiful card.
New Earth.
Let's see what the guidebook has to say. There's 7 sections to this oracle deck, and the first 7 cards are part of what Colette calls the energy number 1, which is about the earth. Money, family, inherited traits, survival, primitive instincts, security, stability, and the material world. Key concepts of earth magic: being grounded in nature. And today's my first episode outside in nature. The quiet, dark place where all things begin, where essence is first ignited before manifestation, knowing you are part of the earth and she is part of you. Earth magic speaks to the intrinsic relationship that you and all living things have with the consciousness of the earth, also known as Gaia. Imagine the oak tree that begins its journey as an acorn, gathering the life force energy it needs from the earth so it can sprout up from the ground. Because you are part of nature, you follow the same cycle of manifestation. Everything you are, your evolution, and the successful manifestation of your dreams begin below the surface of consciousness until an idea comes, conviction takes hold, and something meaningful can be planted. Be still for a moment. Quiet your thoughts and imagine anchoring your energy to the sacred quality of being part of this living earth. Do this mindfully to connect to this divine intelligence and the power to create the perfect form from the essence of a tiny spark of life. Indeed, this is miraculous. The message now is to trust that the seeds you've planted in your field of dreams are in good hands. The earth is a conscious, divine source of love that is doing its part on your behalf. Slow down. Take in the beauty of your life now and trust that what you are intending is being nourished and is growing. There will be plenty of time later to tend to your garden, to water it and weed it. Great magic is germinating underground, working its way to the surface to deliver more blessings than you could imagine. Let it.
Wow.
That's exciting.
Yes, it is.
That's very exciting, I think.
And you know, and I think about the Mother Earth part of that. And you know, a person's got choices. They can lollygag all they want to, but Mother Earth has had it. She's ascending. And
With or
and
without
she,
us.
yeah, with or without us. And she's making, like it said, all things good for us that are moving forward also with her. So talk to me more. That's what kept coming to me, was that it's time.
Yeah, and you know, I got a lot of messages from this. I got a lot of personal messages too. Last week, somebody pulled a card for me, and it talked about putting myself in the perspective of being Mother Earth and being Mother Gaia. And it's interesting because this kind of spoke to that, you know, intellectually I get we're all one, we're part of nature, I'm an extension of all of this around me. But to step outside of myself and put myself in the tree and look around, as opposed to Marianne looking at the tree, you know. And I, for whatever reason, I've rarely or never, I don't want to say never, because I know in some meditations I've gone down into the earth, but I haven't become the earth. I've never done that. And so that happened last week. And this talks about that. The intrinsic relationship that you and all living beings have with the consciousness of the earth. And following that same cycle of manifestation and just, you know, really mindfully connecting with that intelligence, with that divine intelligence, that also lives, that God spark that lives, that is Mother Earth. I don't know why I'm really into that all of a sudden.
I love it. I love it. And especially when you talk about being in the tree. And the last time I walked to what I call the matriarch Russian olive, and I was exchanging energy, I saw the mother and the grandmother and the granddaughter. I saw all of these people in this tree returning this hug.
Wow.
That's beautiful. So indeed, you know, there's so many stories that we've never quite touched, isn't there?
Absolutely. And I think, yeah, looking towards our next step, our next level of ascension, I love how it talked about trust that the seeds you've planted in the field of dreams are in good hands. And so I think with the good news, we've planted a lot of seeds. I got goosebumps.
That
Um,
then we know that you're right on.
you know, I think that's the part of the message that speaks to this transition that we're going through to our next show, to what we're going to be creating together next. And trust that those good news seeds are are being nurtured and mothered by Mother Earth, by the Russian olive matriarchal line, by, as you would say, Mother Earth and all her inhabitants. They're
Absolutely,
tending,
yeah.
they're tending, trust, have faith, and kind of just see what comes up, right? And go with that. And
It's about
it says, slow down, take in the beauty of your life right now. And I love how, I feel like it picked up on that energy, because I said, I came out here this morning and just sat and listened to the symphony around me of sounds in nature.
absolutely.
Um, yeah, I love this. There's a
Me too.
lot of
And
germinating underground going on right now with those good news seeds, and that's going to be sprouting, and then we're going to take off.
absolutely. And it's, and that's, you could be speaking for the entire planet, right, when you make that statement, because there is amazing seedlings planted right now. And we have done it personally, and it's been done globally. And I find that being in the moment, like you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
alleviates fear for me of the unknown a little bit. And
Mm.
I'm not crazy about the fact that even comes into me a little bit, but it does,
Yeah.
of putting yourself out there, of having faith that, yes, this is where I am being led. This is where I want to be. This is where I agreed to be. Uh, and yes, we get to serve. We get to serve and make a difference in other lives. And then they do the same thing and the same thing. And we've created the domino effect of peace.
And in serving, we receive so much more. I feel like I get so much when I'm able to do something like this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's such a beautiful cycle.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Well, what do you think? You want to do one last activation meditation?
Sure.
And
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll do it around transitions, because no matter what level, people are going through transitioning right now.
just remember to end it so that I come back.
Oh, please do. Please do. Although, yeah, I remember the words. I remember the words. Can't have you leaving right before we go forward.
Right?
All right. Okay, so let's get way comfortable and let's get way grounded. And Marianne's sitting in a wonderful place for getting totally grounded. She's already out there in nature, with nature. And so see the roots come from the bottom of your feet and go in deep into the crystalline heart of Mother Gaia. And as you get clear down into the heart, the minute you connect with the heart, her heart explodes back up through you, this crystalline light, and it shoots through you, up through your head, all the way up until the cosmic heart of Mother Sophia. And that energy of Mother Sophia flows down as aqua diamond light. And these lights cross each other in the infinity symbol that crosses right into your heart. And now we are balanced. We are so solidly grounded that we can go beyond We can go as far as we want to go and we'll still remain on our planet Earth. Just take a deep breath. See the liquid golden white light of the Christ. Fill your body and overflow as if you have no parameters. You are part of the whole. And this light that you are shining saturates Mother Earth and her inhabitants, infusing all with peace, love, joy, and abundance. And take another deep breath. Yes. See the Mother Earth, but see that she has changed. Right above the present Earth, maybe 3 or 4 feet, is another Earth. You can just see it. It's within this Earth, but it's just above it. And there's these beautiful gardens. Beautiful gardens. And there have been seeds planted in these gardens. And you've got a very special place in this garden. You've got your very own part of this garden. And we're going to look at flowers today. We're going to look at the new flowers. So as you go to your section of the garden, you are going to see, and you are the seed, by the way, you are the seed in this garden that you are transitioning to. And we're going to watch this. We're going to watch this growth. And it's going to be speeded up in time, but that's what's happening to us right now, is time is speeding up, mainly because there is no such thing. So pay attention, and you're going to see the green shoot come up through the dark earth. And there's this green shoot, and it continues to grow up, coming forth. And you see yourself, you can see yourself already in this green shoot. It's like you're watching from a distance, and this is the new you. This is the you that actually has always been who you are. So in some ways, it's not the new you, it is the true you. It is the you that you came here to be. So continue to watch this plant grow rather quickly. And see yourself in it. See your arms spread out as the leaves come out. And then note the bloom. Note what it is. What flower is it that you have just bloomed into? Oh my goodness sakes. And there's no limits. You can have a brand new flower there that you've never seen, or a flower that's a color that you've never seen that flower. I dreamed last night of a red iris, and I've never seen a red iris. But I see that as very passionate and very beautiful. And I see these glorious sunflowers in all of their original beauty, but there's more. There's such a glittering, such a mother of pearl coming through the gold. So just don't put any boundaries on what you are seeing and what you are growing into, because this is your beautiful transitioning that you came here to experience. And now that you're taller, if you look around you at the entire earth, you see colors you have never seen before in flowers. and you see all these amazing, beautiful greenery and colors that are so different. And then you see these beautiful souls step out of these flowers. And you know, these are our sisters and our brothers. And that we are truly transitioning, have transitioned into paradise. And we find our way because we listen. We're still. We are in the moment. We don't have to think so hard. We simply follow our intuitions. We meet the right people. We do what we do. No worries. Oh, the bliss. Feel the bliss. Feel just the slightest little breeze kissing your body. Take another deep breath and bring all of this into your heart. And your heart simply holds this and nurtures it. As every moment you bring more and more of it out. As more and more of it manifests in to your version of reality. Take another deep breath. Oh my goodness. Hug yourself. Know that this is truth. Another deep breath. Knowing that we have this safely in our hearts. And this is done. By the power of three, a perfect Trinity, this is done. It is done. It is done.
So it is.
Namaste.
Namaste.
We love you all.